His Excellency, President for Life, Field Marshal, Conqueror of the British Empire, the last King of Scotland, one man, every title self-appointed. Idi Amin was born in Koboko, Uganda around 1925. He joined the British colonial army in 1946 as a cook. He was 6'4", built like a wall. He became Uganda's light heavyweight boxing champion, a title he held for 9 years. The British loved him. When Uganda's president Milton Obote started moving left politically, Britain and Israel backed Amin's coup in 1971. They thought he was controllable. He was not. And here's what they don't tell you. In his early years, he built things. He built thousands of housing units across Kampala, running water, electricity, and tens and thousands of Ugandans found work as masons, builders, and contractors. Roads were laid, schools and hospitals constructed with Ugandan hands, not foreign ones. He expanded Entebbe International Airport, built new terminals, and positioned Uganda as a regional hub. Government contracts went to local businesses. The economy briefly belonged to Ugandans. He restructured the military, sending officers to train in North Korea, the Soviet Union, and Egypt. He funded scholarships for ordinary Ugandans, not just elites, to study engineering in Libya, aviation in the USSR, agriculture in Cuba. Those students came home as pilots, engineers, and doctors. Within months, the mask came off. In 1972, he expelled every Asian person in Uganda overnight. 70,000 Indians and Pakistanis gone. They had a 90-day deadline to leave or else. They ran the economy and were refusing to give jobs to Ugandans, so Idi retaliated with deportation. All their businesses collapsed the moment they left. Many of those families came directly to Britain. The Asian communities that shaped Leicester, Birmingham, London, Toronto exist today partly because of Idi Amin. The move was internationally condemned, but for many Ugandans, it opened industries locked to them for generations. Whether it was economic liberation or economic destruction remains one of the most debated moves in African history. As a former boxer, he believed sport could reshape national identity. He built stadiums, training camps, funded athletics. Uganda's national football team reached the African Cup of Nations in 1978. In 1972, John Akibua won Olympic gold in Munich. Amin believed greatness could be homegrown. In 1975, he hosted the OAU summit in Kampala, bringing Africa's leaders together and calling for African solutions to African problems. Africa must stand together or be divided by those outside of it. Then power consumed them entirely. Judges were murdered, academics disappeared, priests killed, ethnic groups systematically massacred. Between 100,000 and 500,000 were killed under his rule. He forced British businessmen to carry him through the streets in a sedan chair, one holding a sunshade over his head. On another occasion, 19 Britons carried him on their shoulders for 11.5 miles. He wrote countless love letters to Queen Elizabeth. The man Britain built was now making Britain bow. In 1976, Palestinian hijackers landed at Entebbe with 256 hostages. Amin welcomed them, supplied troops and weapons. Israeli commandos flew 2,200 miles, rescued 102 hostages in 53 minutes. Amin was humiliated on the world stage. In 1979, he invaded Tanzania. Tanzania invaded back. Kampala fell. He fled to Saudi Arabia, where he lived comfortably until 2003. The British created him. The West backed his coup. He built roads, schools, stadiums, and sent Ugandan children to study across the world. He also murdered 500,000 of his own people. So here's the real question. When a country builds a monster, arms him, installs him in power, then acts shocked at what he does, who is really responsible for the bodies? If you want to learn how to make videos like this in 2026, comment wonders and I'll personally send you my playbook.